Dun, 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 dun. Hello and welcome to the Be True to You series. I am your host, Kimberly Rochelle, the founder and CEO of Positively Kimberly. I'm also a public figure, an author, and of course a mentality and energy trainer. I'm also an earth fairy, a badass, super fun, and alive. In this amazing series, I get the opportunity to meet with beautiful people every single week and figure out what makes them so amazing, so unique, and really so awesome. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Miss Moyra Michelle, one of my absolute most favorite people in the entire world. Michelle, how are you?
I'm good today. Feeling great. Just giving gratitude for being here. Thank you so much for inviting me on, and of course, I'd love to talk to you.
Well, of course. You always make me happy whenever I talk to you. It's just your voice. I love your accent too.
It's nice when something comes easy.
What do you do that brings you joy?
What do I do that brings me joy? Well, I think it's really about just recognizing, spending the time to recognize, like in the little things, the joy in all the little things. And I get a lot of joy out of just achieving things. In my daily life, I get so much joy out of, putting things off my to-do list. I get so much joy out of doing my work. I get so much joy out of speaking with my clients, seeing them emerge from their even therapy sessions and as a different person. And every interaction with them after that is so much full of joy. But then it's the little things too, just I have an amazing husband and we get to, spend our time together. And I live beside a really lovely lake and I get to walk out there all the time. And so, sometimes you have to really stop, be still and observe and notice, I'm feeling joy now. It's not like joy just like leaps out of your heart, unless, you are one of those people and you're lucky and you're like super emotional and everything. But it takes a little bit of stillness to recognize joy in all the little things that you do.
I definitely agree. Do you have one moment that's sticking out right now that's really defined you?
Not really, because I feel like with me, I feel like sometimes it takes like a long time for the penny to drop. I'm doing some work and, some inner work, and then it will just take some time for me to fully realize it, for it to fully get in. And I think a lot of us are this way too. Like it took me 5 years just to be able to like feel abundance. I haven't really had to struggle with money for like the past about 5 years or so. Really, the penny has only just dropped, that I don't have to be in lack all the time, that I don't have to be, worried about, financial security. And this kind of applies in all these different, this is just one example. But there are moments, all right, but usually it's the, oh, you know, you're kind of noticing it in the moment, but you're realizing it that, you've had it all the time or you've had it for like so long or whatever. So,
Definitely.
mhm.
I love that. Do you have any like big obstacles that you've had to overcome in order to really, I guess, feel like you can notice when the penny's dropping?
Yeah, well, I think just like all of us, our biggest obstacle is ourself, and our biggest achievement is the work that we do. And yeah, I have done so much work, coming into working for myself. I mean, so many obstacles, so many like inner challenges to working for myself, being my own boss, charging money, feeling like credible enough for people to trust me, pay me, all of these things. Gosh, I had every, I had every, sort of like limiting belief and paradigm and worldview and everything when I was starting to set up my business. It's a long haul to sort of get me to where I am today. And so yeah, each little block, and it's not like you, it comes in sometimes in small increments, and sometimes in the big leaps. And I've had the big leaps, but I've had more of the small increments, like the penny dropping finally on different things. And and yeah, that's what we should be celebrating all the time, is look back at where you were and where you are now.
Definitely, of course. What kind of things do you consider to be strengths or talents that have helped shape who you are right now?
Hmm. Well, let me think. When I discovered hypnotherapy, and before, I never really had knew much about hypnotherapy. And I had been doing coaching, but it felt like I needed a little something else. And coaching is great, but it kind of takes a while, and it's kind of a lot dependent on the effort of the person. And so when I discovered hypnotherapy, I first discovered it, as a consumer, and then I was like, "This is amazing! I want to train in this." And for my very first session, where I regressed a client, and she had these amazing results. She made a big life change, and it's still going amazing from her. She's like my first ever client, like practice client. She's still referring to people. Um, it was kind of like everything came together. Everything that always seemed like it was just so random. Even, you mentioned my accent. I do voice recordings and hypnotic recordings for people. And suddenly my accent really makes sense. People are like, "Oh, I have to listen to you." But there's a creativity. I'm a really creative person. In order to make those recordings and to help someone to be able to see what life looks like beyond the problem, they're stuck in the problem, and so I have to use my creativity to be able to help them to visualize the future that they want. And then there's other skills like just structure and organization comes like really naturally to my business, and so you need that to be an entrepreneur. And I'm able to speak really fluidly, and this is really important. As a hypnotherapist, again, that you're able to just like allow people to feel comfortable around you. I've done acting before, and that helped me with the voice control. I could go on. It seemed like every little thing that I had ever just dabbled in my life was sort of like coming around to just fit into making me an amazing hypnotherapist.
Amazing. I didn't know you did acting too.
Yeah, I love acting. I don't have the, just like a little local stuff. And I did some performing, some burlesque performing and stuff. So yeah, I love that part of it. And of course, that's so important to, just being able to be the public representative for your brand, for your business. Yeah, all of these little things, when they say follow your passion and you won't go wrong and things like that, it's like when you find the thing that you love and that you're supposed to be doing, all of these things will just sort of like click into place.
Do you have any advice you can give someone that's possibly just going through the randomness right now, not seeing everything coming together just yet?
Yeah, well, my favorite example of, people who were like, follow your heart. My passion doesn't make me money. my my favorite person to rebut that is Marie Kondo, because she's made an empire out of tidying. And if you can make an empire and become a celebrity and get invited, she's on red carpets and everything. And if she can do that with her passion for tidying up, I'm sure that you can do whatever it is with your passion. But even like that, if you are that person who loves to tidy up, would you have ever thought that that could have been you? And so there's all these little things that we're passionate about, and it's not like anyone else's, which is why you haven't spotted it yet. I mean, it's so easy to go out, well, it's not really easy, but to copy whoever's successful, because you've got a mold and you can kind of like model yourself after this person. But if you have a very unique passion and it's combined with your personality and your skills and all your life experience, that there is value in that. And sometimes it's just like it's just hiding underneath the moss, underneath the be concealed from view.
That's so true. Do you have a personal motto that gets you through the tougher times?
Personal motto. Well, I kind of like will become empowered by different affirmations. And the other night I was lying in bed and I realized I have every resource imaginable available to me. Nothing can stop me. And that's my motto right now.
It's crazy too how you can really have everything right at your fingertips this day and age, especially with all the technology we have.
Right, right. And then we sometimes also trick ourselves into thinking like, oh, if I just had this, like that's the resource I need. But all the money in the world is not going to help you if you don't have the other things in place. I know because I spent thousands of dollars on coaching, like with various degrees of success. It's not about the money. There's so many other resources that we need to fully know, understand, exploit all of these things.
I definitely agree. Ah,
Mhm.
well, Miss Michelle, or Miss Moyra Michelle, sorry. You are absolutely amazing and awesome in every single way. And I know this will definitely resonate with some people. Is there a good website or something people can find you on?
Yeah, so my website is moyramichelle.com and my Instagram is at Moyra Michelle. So it's very easy. Moyra Michelle, all one word. So would love for you to stop by there. Feel free to schedule a call with me to see, what I do really it's about helping you become unstuck from whatever's holding you back, letting go of the struggle, the suffering, all those things that are stopping you from being you. And then we get into the elevating your soul part, which is finding out what is your soul's purpose and really living into that and then manifesting your dream life. So if any of that is of interest to you, please do stop by or give me a follow.
Definitely, definitely go visit Miss Michelle's website and check her out on Instagram because it's amazing. Her Instagram is beautiful, I swear to you. So check it all out. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Bye. Ms. Michelle is one of the absolute most amazing hypnotherapists that I have met in my entire life. She's so powerful with what she does that she can actually get you healed and cleared in just one session. No joke. So seriously, if you are thinking about hypnotherapy, she's absolutely top notch and will get you taken care of. I swear to you. One thing she said reminded me of a quote that my sister said to me or painted for me. It said, sometimes your smile is the source of your joy. No, it says sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile is the source of your joy. I'm just going to leave you with that today. So I'll see you later. Bye.